Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to FTB Horizons with Kankadia. And I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm in a pretty good mood. Well, for one thing, the silverwood tree sprouted, which is actually, as far as I can tell, it's fairly rare. Anything would sprout from a sapling at all. I actually came with a couple of shimmerleaf around it. The one thing I'm kind of confused by is my understanding is that when you plant a silverwood tree, it should turn the area around it into a magical biome, thus enabling you to create mana beans, or to farm mana beans. But as far as I can tell, it hasn't done that. It's just still a plains biome. So it might be a rare effect as far as I can tell. I need to research that more, just find out what I'm going to do before I actually do some research with mana beans. Anyway, I'm really pleased that came out like that. What else have I done? Let's see. Yeah. Oh, I hollowed out this quadrant over here and put a little bit of a wall in place. It's still basically a mob trap right now, but I thought about this for a while, and this quadrant is actually going to be dedicated to blood magic, and the blood magic altar is about 22 by 22, so it's going to be most of this space here. So after consideration, I decided to make this floor here out of nether brick. So I have to find a fortress, which would be good because I haven't found one so far, or I'm going to have to smelt a whole lot of netherrack, which would probably be more likely. But what I'm doing most recently, I've been doing Thaumcraft, and I finally think I figured out how to do this thing. So I actually managed to get two discoveries. Let me show you here. This one here, Great Wood Wand Core. This one I actually found because I was using my my thermometer around on various things. I happened to be keeping scribing tools and paper in my inventory, and I just happened to get it. So that was great, and that was easy. That one was so easy. It was just 2 points, as opposed to, which one was it? There was a second one that I was working on for quite some time. Whereas it wasn't alchemy. Oh, this one, it was wand foci. That one took me quite a while to try and figure out. I must have spent at least 25 essence points, probably more than that, trying to figure out how the system works. I looked at a couple of videos, and they weren't really that explaining as to the mini game here. And full disclosure, I hate mini games. I absolutely despise them. They are a waste of my time. And this one is particularly hard because it doesn't tell you how to do it. This thing has instructions, but it doesn't actually say this is the way that the logic behind this thing works. I have no problem doing a mini game if I have to. I have no problem with random loss. I do have a problem with unexplained random loss. That's what frustrated the heck out of me, and took me about an hour and a half to get this iron-capped wand with the fire focus. So, and I now have a slightly upgraded wand after quite a while's work. But what am I going to do today? So first thing I definitely want to do is work on my animal farm. And I had an idea. It's actually inspired by the time I spent on the Quad M charity server. I realized that there's an item added through, I think it's actually utilities, that will help me a lot. Yeah, the golden lasso. So I think I need golden nuggets for that. Yeah, okay, I also need more golden nuggets. I should have, there we go, I just need a little bit. And there we go. And what this does is it basically allows you to pick up a mob. I believe it's a non-hostile mob, so like a villager, or in my case, a cow or a sheep or a chicken. So this will enable me to get my animal farm going much faster than I would ordinarily. Another slight issue I'm running into is that my farm of my wheat farm is actually pretty pathetic. I only have this little area here. I really applied this out before I realized I was going to do a lot of animal harvesting, animal farming that is. So I need to expand this probably all the way down here, down to this row. So I'll be able to get both the seeds and the wheat that I need. Did I just? I must have accidentally harvested that nether wart at some point before. Oh well. Okay, so I'm going to expand this farm here and be right back when we're ready to do some more animal husbandry. Death from above! while not strictly part of my animal farming plot per se, squid are going to be a major part of the animals I need to harvest, because most of the magical mods I'm using require some type of ink, especially Thaumcraft, but also Ars Magica once I get into that. And I might even get into that today, depending on how this goes here. I'm wondering if maybe the spawn rate of these wanderers is related to the spawn rate of those other things. It's not a terrible deal, actually. That's the bad deal. That is a sheep on a torch. What are you doing on a torch, sheep? Get off the torch. There we go. He's doing it again. What are you doing, sheep? That's a mad sheep. I think he's got mad sheep disease. Okay, so right now I've got 1 cow and a couple of sheep. So let's free the sheep. I can get a little bit more of them. And I can't free the wanderer with the cow, unfortunately. But I do have 1 cow at least. So what I'm gonna do is we gotta go out and find another cow. I hear the little baby sheep. I got baby sheep. I got baby sheep. Whoop, whoop, I got baby sheep. I should really fix up this ledge here. I was really trying to get something that looked somewhat organic without being much over the top. I don't think I need pigs, mostly because I don't really need that bacon as a food supply. I do, however, need cows. Okay, so I just right click on him, and there he is. Golden Utilities, cow. So now I have a cow in my golden lasso. I just take him back, and this saves so much time and so much hassle. I'm thinking of all the videos I saw, and I did that myself because I haven't done that much with villagers. But so many people have made minecart rails just to transport villagers from their villages into other areas. So I can go like that, and I got me out. I got 2 cows. Okay, so let's see if I can go for 2.5. So you and you make it with a baby. Hello. Aw, the pitter patter of little animal feet. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna get some chickens in here, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so I got, as far as I can tell, a pretty decent little animal farm here. Got some chickens, sheep, and cows. Actually, I think I might have escaped, but not too bad. I even got a couple of wanderers. Oh, I think I can eat them. So what? I've got this little thing here. I got some seeds, so I can, feed the chicken, all the good stuff. Hello. There's the other one, so I get more chickens. And I know what you're thinking. This is all very, very vanilla. This isn't very impressive. This is not very feed the beastie. Well, you're right about that, but we can change that. So here's what I'm thinking. Now, I never actually done this before, but my understanding is that I can make a sigil of butchery, and I can put it on one of these sigil stands. The best thing about this is I don't think it actually requires you to learn magic, unlike the Thaumcraft system, where you need the recipe. You need to unlock the recipe in-game before you can use it in the NEI. So I'm going to try and make this, and let's see what we can do. Okay, so first thing I know I'm going to... That's stupid. It did it again. Okay, this thing is... Okay, I have no idea why this is happening. This is totally full of power. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Because this thing keeps screwing up on me. Okay, I think this might fix it. So what's happening is that I have my energetic infuser is functioning. I have that going there, and it's repairing my my hammer because I went through the thing. But I found that Yeah, every once in a while, this thing will go sideways. Where did that thing go? And it will, whenever I use the energy diffuser, it'll draw too much power from that part of the system. So I'm thinking of, okay, that's why I put that there. Okay, so that was annoying. So I've got an idea to fix that. If I remember correctly, I do have one spare energy cell. So here's what happens basically. This thing's energetic infuser is taking such a draw on my power system that whenever I use it, it draws power away from my ME system. So that's a problem. So what I'm going to do, as I understand it, is that it's drawing it because it's closer to the area here. I think that's why I don't have the same problem with whenever I use the smelter. It also doesn't draw as much power. But this, I think I can do this. Take that out. Insert this. I think what I can do, because this is both 80 out of 80, pull in from there and input here, output here. There we go. Okay, so now it's starting to draw in a little bit of power, very slowly, but that's fine. This is basically my sort of emergency power supply for the ME system, because I really don't like it when I go to access my stuff and I suddenly can't. I mean, this is the downside using an ME system, but the upside is that all my stuff is here instead of filling this entire basement with chests. Okay, so now when I use it to, for example, power back up my lumber axe, I should still be able to use my ME terminal. So, to continue, I want to make a sigil stand. That shouldn't be too hard to make, so I've got all the materials I need. I think as far as I can tell, all I need to do is just make the sigil itself. I don't think I need to add anything to it, but I need one of each of these, a gold sword, which I believe I can make. Yep. Evil-looking book, which is used with an Arcane Compendium, and a wooden leg. Okay, well, I have an Arcane Compendium. I'm just hoping that it doesn't consume it. If it does, I can make another one. It's not too big an issue. Now let's find out. Yep, it did. Okay, so I can make another one now. Fortunately, they're not too hard to make, and it does remember what I was doing, what I was where I was in it. I should have a couple of spare books. Okay, but in the meantime, I think. Sorry, clear it out first. Okay, I need 2 red runes, so I need a blank rune, which is cobblestone. Need 2 of them. Clear. I don't think I actually have red dye. Now okay, hang on. You know what happened here? You know what happened here. I know what happened here too, but I know you know that I know what happened here too. I didn't wait long enough. The system does work, but I didn't wait long enough for this thing to for the backup generator. I didn't wait for the backup generator to pick up enough of an emergency supply, so when I do use the energetic infuser, it wouldn't shut down the system. Okay, so that's done now. So now I have to wait for this thing to turn back up before I can access the ME system. Ugh. Okay, be right back. Okay, so while my system is, because I have it chunk loaded, while my system is repairing itself, I'm going to make another Arcane Compendium. And this is sort of my far desert I went to in the last episode. I happen to see quite a few of these pools around here, and we're going to get that stuff when we get a chance. I know I need it to make the various nexus that are needed by Ars Magica. One thing I want to show you is I've just recently started doing this. Let me see. Normally I'm using a Zahn's minimap, which is not really the best thing for. There we go. For this kind of tracking, but I can with a little bit of difficulty, mark down where all the aura nodes are. So now this thing is a little, I know this is a fire node. I'm a little low on fire. There we go, nice. Okay, I'm still low on Perdido, but I haven't actually found one yet. I've only marked 2. I have one that's node water fire and node fire. This is the node fire here. Is that? Ooh, more cows. Always room for more cows. Okay, so I finally got my system up and running. Note to self, whenever you're trying a new electrical setup, give it time to restart before you mess with it again. So, okay, so I need raw chicken, beef, and pork. Now, I know I just made these runes, so grab a couple of those. Now, I know that I have beef and chicken in there. At least I'm pretty sure I do. I don't. Okay, so I gotta go kill some chickens. And I happen to have a couple out here. Don't worry, I bred them first. Okay, so be glad you didn't have to see that. That was a brutal, horrible, horrible fight. But this one's going to be kind of fun. Because I do not have any pork either, so... Lag pig! Gotcha. So, that should do it. So, 1, 2. Oh, of course, it's a non-stacking item. So, chicken, pork, and evil-looking book. Sigil of Butchery. Nice. Okay, so my understanding is that we don't need to do anything special in order for this thing to function, per se. I think it has an internal buffer, if I remember correctly, so it will hold meat and things. And I think I should put it just in the middle. So let's put it right here. And let's put it on top. Okay, so what this one will do is it will periodically kill nearby animals, provided that they are adults and it can detect at least 2 in the area. Okay, so it's entirely possible I'm doing this totally and utterly wrong. But I think I just put a chest next to it, and I think it should just pop stuff into it. But I think right now the density is too low, so I'm going to need to breed a lot of these guys, which means I'm going to have to grow my wheat farm over there. Unfortunately, I don't have any bone meal. I used up all of it. So, not sure what I'm going to do about that. You know what? All this talk of Ars Magica has made me a little magic hungry. So I think what I might do is start working on my Ars Magica stuff. So let's see here. What is on my to-do list? Actually, let's look at the main to-do list. Clear this. Okay, Ars Magica 2 has got a lot of stuff, but I know it's got a couple of basic blocks that you need to make. Let's see what we got here. Calefactor, I think that's a future thing. Keystones, seer stones. Vintium, I have plenty. I should probably smelt those on that Vintium, I think. Oculus, that's it. I need to make an Oculus, so I need this. Stone brick. Okay, I don't know why it didn't function, but cool. Okay, so now I have an Oculus. Now, hang on here. Let me check my master diagram here. So, over here we've got our TE setup and smeltery control. Now, what I was thinking is putting my Thaumcraft stuff here. I actually moved it from last episode over here on the corner. I'm going to have my enchanting and stuff over there. I'm going to have, let me see here. Oh, my Thaumcraft infusion altar is going to go right here, with a wand recharge station over here when I get a chance. So that would make the Ars Magica area over here. So I think the Oculus should go here. And I honestly don't know if it needs to go on a pedestal or not, but I feel like it should be off the ground because it is a fairly important piece of machinery in Ars Magica. So let me just grab stone brick. I'll put it here. Okay, so what this does is basically gives me my talent tree. And in Ars Magica, as far as I understand, never actually done this before. I never gotten this far in Ars Magica. So I basically got offense, defense, and utility. Now, I'm tempted to go for utility, I think, because it's really more speed based, but defense is more healing based. I think I might benefit from that some more. Yeah. What am I saying? No, I'm going offense. I need to kill stuff. So let's go projectile, physical damage, and let's go with magic damage. Okay, so we just learned 3 things here. Cool. I'm really looking forward to this because one of my ideas for this Let's Play was I wanted to use primarily magical weapons. But it was just taking me so long to get to this point, and frankly I didn't know where the heck I was doing, that I really didn't feel comfortable experimenting with weaponry. I had to go for the tried and true, sword approach after a while. Okay, 1 inscription table. Cool. So I think I'll put this right next to the Oculus. And I remember correctly, this thing functions like a bed, so I think I should do this. Yes, I'm glad I remember that little piece of trivia. The inscription table places like a bed, so you have to face the direction you want it to go. Now, what does it actually do? Oh, okay, so this is used to actually make spells. So I need pen and books, which I happen to have, I believe. Or quill and books. Where is it? There it is, book and quill. So I need... let me grab 2. Oh, it doesn't stack, does it? I think part of my plan calls for making another crafting terminal in this general area, but it does at least leave 1 in there. So what do I have? I've got projectile, physical damage, and magic damage. I wanted to go magic damage, so let's do... That's kind of weird. However, I mouse over this to change the NEI. Okay, so projectile, magic, and let's just call it projectile magic. Okay, so now I pull this out, and I have my spell. And I'll leave another one in there for later. I don't want to show me that now. All right, so I got this thing here. I can right-click on it to show me what I need. Oh, this isn't going to be hard at all. I just need to, this is very easy to come by. The hard part is going to be actually building the crafting altar. So, okay, so I have to lay this thing out. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, but not really, so we'll see. So be right back. Okay, so I'm back, and I am a bit still confused because I can't figure out how the heck to get this thing to work right for me. So, I have picked up and put down this Oculus many times. I have picked up and put down the inscription table many times. However, I still do not have an entry. I still don't have an entry in here for the inscription table. I have one for the Oculus, but not for the inscription table, and not for the crafting table. I'm still missing a whole lot of stuff here. So, I'm going to do what it says in here and disable this Staged Compendium thing. So I'm going to go into the config and change it because this is really annoying me and I don't want to deal with this much crap right now. So be right back. Okay, so I'm going to briefly do something I don't ordinarily do. I'm going to record something that is not actually playing Minecraft. This is how I'm going to go through and change the config file to fix this problem with Ars Magica. I don't know what it is. I'm looking at YouTube videos trying to figure out a quick answer. I've seen this problem before. I think Direwolf 20 actually encountered this problem, but I can't find a quick fix anywhere, so I'm just going to go around it. So I'm in my applications. I'm playing on a Mac, so I'm in applications, going to my Hearthstone folder. You're going into Minecraft, config, AM2, it's Ars Magica 2, and you want AM2 config CFG. Okay, so you should just be able to open this using text edit on a Mac. So we're looking for something that says Staged Compendium. There it is. There it is, right here. Okay, so we're in general, and it says set this to false to have the compendium show everything and not unlock as you go. So I'm doing that. I'm going to change this from true to false. No other changes. And save and close. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, so we're back in the world and moment of truth. Yes, excellent. Okay, so this is a fully unlocked Arcane Compendium. And what it should have shown me before was, I believe, this, a tab for structures, which includes the crafting altar. This did not show up before. I don't know why. I don't particularly care, but this is what I was looking for because I didn't know how to make this thing. So it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 5. Okay, that's what I was doing wrong. Yeah, that's a 5 by 5. So it would be this. I can live with that actually. I think it goes like here. So let me just see that again. So yeah, it's a 5 by 5 that includes the lectern being on one side. So cool. Now the next thing I want to make after the crafting altar are the nexus. I want to double check the size of them. Okay, this looks like 3 in the middle, but I can't be sure. But anyway, I'm not gonna make it at the moment. So I think it's 3 I think it's a 5 by 5. It seems to make sense to me, but it just seems kind of big. But okay, so I'll make one here. Here. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm sort of cutting off this part of this corridor, and I'm leaving this aisle here. This is where I'm going to have the crafting altar. Then I'm going to have a second one here. And okay, I'm going to leave it as a 5 by 5. When I make them in the next episode, I'll move it if I'm making them the wrong size. The tricky part I'm realizing now is going to be the tricky part I'm realizing right now is some of these nexus need to be powered by essence, and with the essence underneath it. So I'm going to have to make some kind of a reservoir system underneath these things, but that should be fun. Okay, so I gotta decide what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make this crafting altar out of. So I don't want to go cheap. I want to make make a decent crafting altar. So I'm thinking I could go nether brick or nether core. You know what? I can actually go nether brick because I was actually just planning on making a whole lot of that. So I'm gonna go nether brick. So I'm gonna get quite a bit of that. So I'm gonna get some materials together and start working this thing and be right back. Okay, so after a little bit of trial and error, I got the shape of it in place. So this is a 5 by 5 with 1, 2, 3 high here. Then the fourth is going to be the cap on all 4 sides, and we're going to have another one here. The altar piece goes in the middle, and I'm going to need 6 magic walls. And magic walls are actually relatively simple to make. All I need is some Vintium dust and some stone. And I have tons of stone, and I've got a lot of Vintium dust. So I think all I need to do is just smelt some of this. I don't want to do all of it because I have a funny feeling I might be able to, double it out somehow. But it's going to give that a minute to cook out. So according to this, I need 5 caps, and this design I'm showing here says moonstone. I can't do moonstone. Moonstone is actually the best you can do, except for sunstone. What I can do, I think, is I can't do emerald, I can't do diamond, I can probably do gold. So let's see how much gold I have. I'm going to need, 5, so 5 times 9 is 45. That makes it easier. 5. Excellent. So not the best, but this is the best I can do, and I don't have enough diamond to do that. That would require a lot. Incidentally, I'm definitely gonna have to work on that farm when I get a chance, get it up and running, because I am quickly running out of food. And I didn't think it was actually going to be a problem, but it is. I spent so much time working on the magical aspects of my garden, I forgot about the more mundane aspects of making bread and barley. Okay, put that in there. I think the last piece to go in is going to be that. So let's get some stone and some of the Vintium. I think I need one, so okay, so that's most of it. Bring it over here. Oh, sorry, other way. There we go. I'm only going to need that much. Is there room for? Oh, leave that in there. Okay, so I got tons of magic wall, which I think you can also use similar to illusion wall or lower version of illusion wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so last bit. What's it called? The crafting altar itself. So here we go. Crafting altar, Ars Magica 2. It's made with stone and Vintium dust. So I actually didn't need that stone. I had no idea the crafting altar was this cheap. I would have made it a long time ago. Well, actually, I couldn't make it a long time ago because the building I wanted to put it in wasn't completed yet. Oh, now I get a new entry unlocked, even though I unlocked the whole thing, so that thing's a bit buggy. Okay, so I think I actually need one more item, I know that. I think it actually shows it in the Arcane Compendium. Yeah, here we go. I need a lectern, which is just planks and a slab. Any kind will do. And let me just try. I did a bit of farming. I did a little bit of horticulture off camera. Got some more books. So, all right. So, oh, and one more thing. I also gonna need redstone because I remember this from Daryl 20's video. You need a redstone signal in order to act as the final activator. So I think this should do it. And my memory is that it has to be on the same side. So yes, okay. One higher, same side as that. And I want to have it over here. So we'll put the lectern there, and I'll put the redstone there. Okay, I think this is just about ready. Now for the final piece. Now when this goes in, it should get the magic stuff happening. Yeah, it's glowing. Yep, it works. Okay, do you see the color in there? It's a little bit off, but it takes on the color of the blocks that are around it, depending on which one you use. Funny, I should be getting some particle effects also. I'm a little confused about that, but let's take our book. And I think the last thing we're gonna do this episode, I've got a little more time, is I'm gonna try and actually make this thing. So I'm gonna get some materials together and be right back. Okay, so as far as I can tell, I got this all figured out. Here we go. So first step, take the enchanted book, projectile magic, put it in the lectern, and it's activating. Okay, so I need to add these ingredients all in my hotbar in this order. I think then you flip the switch. So I think first thing you just toss this in there. Did I miss? Okay, so I figured out what I was doing wrong. This multi-block is not yet complete. I am missing exactly 4 pieces to it, and I actually made them, but totally forgot to add them. So I'm going to take out the crafting altar and put in 4 more stairs on the corners. There we go, that's missing. Now when I put this in, we should get particle effects, which is what I'm missing before. There's altar. Okay, looks the same as it did last time, so hopefully this will work. It'll work this time. Okay, so I think for to start off, we just put one of these in there. Yep, it took it. Excellent. So this is working. Now next up, Yeah, that's what I was looking for, the particle effects. Vintium. Arrow. Snowball. Purple rune. Lapis. Book. Stone sword. And spell parchment. Always the last ingredient. Cool, and we got it. I'm actually not sure what that torch is for. Maybe the lever's for. Oh well. But we got it. So we have projectile spell. Oh, I can feel the power. I can feel the power. I gotta kill something. Okay, I probably got something around here that needs to be killed. Where are those fan-made endermen? Okay, it's not an enderman, but it's an enemy. So right click. Oh, ah! Crap. I forgot I had to select an icon first. Okay, unfortunately he's dead. Sorry. So right click. Sorry. What the heck? Okay, so if it's the first time you do it, you have an option to change the icon, so I just missed that option. But I think I can put it back in Electron in order to change it back. Okay, so projectile magic. Reset name. I think that means I can... Yeah, okay, so I got the name here. I can rename it here if I want. But I want to change the spell graphic. Let's go with this, a little sort of magical bolt. Cool. Okay, so let's try this again. So I believe that the indicator on my right is my mana, and the left is something to do with it's like overheating or something, or is it using too much heat? Let's see what I can find quickly. Okay, you'll have to go. You're not a guinea pig, but you're gonna act like one sheep. Okay, so I can... Oh, I'm out of mana. Okay. How am I out of mana that quickly? Okay, so I guess my full mana bar was not enough to kill a sheep. I'll have to punch it. Okay. Well, that was kind of weak. But I guess, you know, considering a stone sword is one of the components, kind of makes sense. Okay, so I'll have to work on this and play around with it some more, and I'll have to fix that, because that guy should not be able to get out. But I'll work on that. Oh, one thing I want to check while I'm here. No, don't get out. Did this thing actually work? No, I'm not getting anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just worked. It just worked. But it didn't pick anything up. Okay, so we now have a killing machine with no reward. Great. Okay, so magic and other magics are still works in progress as far as I'm concerned. Well, as far as I am concerned, not them. I'm sure they work fine. I'm just not working fine. So this has been Cancadia for FTB Horizons, and we'll hopefully do better next time. In the meantime, have a magical day.